Hey Taurus, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. If they don't, please keep in mind I could be picking up someone else or something else within your energy. Roles can be reversed or flip-flopped throughout the reading. The Hangman, the Magician, the Ace of Swords. Oh, my... I forgot, I just saw that in the peripheral. My little one, or my oldest I should say, he's still little, but come out. In between my readings came in and was like, I picked you flowers. Okay. I don't want it to fall out. I was looking over at Luna walking by and... Anyways, okay, sorry. Let's get to your current energy. All right. Queen of Wands, the Devil, the Emperor. The Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands. All right. Let me get your overall. Knight of Swords. Hidden is the Queen of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Two of Swords. So I feel like you took some action here at some point with a little bit of confusion, but doing what you felt or thought was best. What's interesting is that when I was cutting the decks in the beginning of your reading, the cards shown looked like you walked away from something, and we're now thinking about that to see if that was the right thing to do, but I do feel like you felt like it was. So we'll see what's going on. In the past, you're showing me, again, that break, whatever this is, that you stopped doing or you pulled your energy back from here. And I do feel like you decided to go in a different direction here with the Magician to the Ace of Swords. Now, what's interesting here is the Queen of Wands, the Devil, the Emperor. I need to clarify this. I cannot stress that enough. I need to clarify that. And then in the immediate future, you're showing me you're not wanting to let go of something here. And I'm curious what this is tying up to. I do feel like you will be faced with some type of decision or crossroads here. Something to, it's like I need to, choose whether or not to go this way or that way. I do feel like it's kind of drastic, whatever it is. Queen of Swords being in the hidden, you could possibly be a little bit more logical than what is necessarily healthy. Yes, it's healthy to have a balance, but I feel like we're kind of going forth a little bit much here. Knight of Swords, you've got the Strength, the Four of Cups, the Five of Wands. Yeah, you made a decision here. I do feel like to walk away or to separate yourself from someone or something. I do feel like it upset you to do so, but again, I do feel like you felt like that was the best thing to do for some reason. For the Queen of Swords in the hidden, you've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords. You're lying to yourself that you're over a particular situation or healed from a particular situation, person, whatever it may be to you. The reason why I say you're lying is because of the Seven of Swords. And, oh boy. With it being in the hidden, you could probably be telling me to fuck off right now. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to call you a liar. Again, roles can be reversed, but please be self-aware enough to, know this. Now, again, you could be aware of this, but outwardly you're like, to others, if they ask about a certain person or a situation, you're just going to be like, I'm not worrying about that anymore, or I'm over it, or no, that's dead and, over with, whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not telling you to shout it from the rooftops or anything, but as long as you're honest with yourself about the situation, I mean, it doesn't really matter what other people think. Let me see the Hangman. to an extent. Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Yeah, you stopped communicating that you were hurt about something or someone. Let me see the Magician. Three of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Wheel. You made a decision here. I do feel like to go in a different direction, like I said earlier, because you didn't want to repeat whatever that cycle was here. What's ironic, though, is I feel like you might have started a new cycle elsewhere, possibly a similar one. For the Ace of Swords, you've got the Emperor, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you made it, like I said, a decision to go elsewhere. It did feel good. It did feel like you were making the right decision. Let me see the Queen of Wands. The Magician, Seven of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. This is an energy that possibly had their own blockages here due to whatever they were dealing with or trying to heal themselves. I do feel like they are working on... One, I feel like they're attractive. The Queen of Wands is a very attractive individual. But there's something that seems to be blocking their stability or something that's delaying their return on something here. I do feel like they're working on it. It's just, so for example, it could be somebody in school. So that would be a delay on having a return on it. Why? Because you're obviously not working in that field as of yet. Or you're working, but you're starting at a lower level, or you're working towards a promotion or something along those lines. There's something, I don't know. It could be even working to pay off debt or working to have X amount of money in your savings. But again, there's a delay. Why? Because you need to continue working or whatever it is to put that there. There's something here in regards to that. Let me see the Devil. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups. That is way too many. Hang on. Let me get one more. Thank you. King of Cups. Now, why would the Devil attach itself to love and stability? So we have an unhealthy attachment style, one, or two, a distorted view of love or what stability means. Now, what that is, that can vary greatly from person to person. Somebody could feel like controlling, something to have control over. That mixed with the Emperor is a very controlling one. These two together can be very emotionally manipulative. These two can be financially manipulative. So I don't know what's going on here, but it looks a little sketchy. There's some kind of a unhealthy distortion over love and stability, what that is. For the Emperor, we have the Page of Cups, the Tower, the Knight of Wands. Very interesting how we go from the Emperor here with the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, and then we have the Emperor, Page of Cups, Knight of Wands. There could be some realization that, and we go from the Knight to the Page. Notice how that decreases a little bit here. And then with the emotional stability, something that felt good is no longer feeling as good within the heart space, but rather a more surface level here. Still moving forward with it, whatever it is. Let me see the Hermit, the Fool, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. So we do have that confusion still here, and whether or not moving on or giving in this particular place is what is best. I do feel like at times you think or question if this is reciprocated at the way that you feel. Let me see the Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Temperance, Two of Wands. Again, let me see the Two of Wands here. Four of Pentacles, okay. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Two of Wands, Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. You're showing me healing and possibly a new beginning that you're wanting to start here again, or just in general, starting something new. But at the same time, I do feel like it has a level of history here because you're not letting go of what this is. So like I said, there's some kind of unhealthy attachment or distortion of belief over what stability is or should be here. And I do feel like you have the opportunity to heal this. I feel like it might be a little rough in doing so, because I don't feel like you have fully healed whatever this is from the past. So, let's see your advice. So again, roles can be reversed. Someone could be saying that they're over you and they're not necessarily. Oh boy. The Tower again. The Justice card is here sideways. The Strength card, the Knight of Pentacles. This is holding back, doing your best to hold back. Again, that situation you separated from, or possibly if a marriage, divorced, or again, separated from. It didn't come out this way, so I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like you're necessarily happy with whatever this separation or closure is here. Or if it's still pending here. I do feel like you hold back from whoever this is quite a bit with the Strength and the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like I'm slowly but surely moving on, or with enough time I'll be fine. Time does not heal all wounds. Healing heals all wounds. If you don't heal, then you're just giving yourself enough time for something to fester. It's like when we go on deployment and, you know, we cut ourselves, and instead of going to medical and get stitches, we put super glue on it instead. when it really probably needed to be cleaned out and taken care of, and we're just like, fuck it, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's not fine. Make sure you take care of it, okay? Whatever that is, because I do feel like it's going to grow into something bigger here, okay? So don't let it fester. All right. Bye.